Hey everyone, I'm Lindsay Hoffman and welcome to Dose of Bliss, where I have the most awesome people share with you their daily doses of bliss. So with me today, I have entrepreneur and designer Odain Watson.
Hey,
Thank you.
it's Odain.
Yes, it's Odain on the show today. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So today's episode is going to be about creating your reality.
Yes.
Because you created your reality
Yes.
as a designer, an entrepreneur, and also an actor.
Yes.
So can you start out by telling us a little bit about your company and how it came to be?
I'm the creative director and I design for Odangerous. Odangerous is a streetwear clothing and lifestyle brand. We basically focus on outerwear and we make the best outerwear ever in the whole world.
I know, you're wearing it right now.
I am Caution, Danger Zone collection. Yeah.
How did this come about?
Okay, so I came to LA as an actor and doing music, and then I kind of pivoted to doing fashion because I've always loved fashion since I was very young. And I was like, okay, I don't want to say like the acting and music wasn't working out, but it wasn't working out exactly the way that I wanted to. So I was like, okay, let me focus on something else creatively. So I started making jackets. I would go to thrift stores. I would like take jackets and kind of like refurbish them, etc. And I would wear them out. And then people started asking me, where'd you get this from? You know? So I was like, wait, I can actually make this a business. So now I have like pattern makers, sewers. I have a whole like, situation going. But basically I started from just taking things from a thrift store and recreating them. And now, we make everything from scratch. So,
Do you have a degree in design?
No, I don't have any degree. I actually only did 1 year of college.
That's awesome though.
Yeah, I did 1 year of college. I was a liberal arts major and I couldn't finish because I had no more money. And then I was just kind of went out and did it on my own.
That's such an amazing...
Creating my reality.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's such an amazing story because so many people on my channel will comment, oh, I can't do what I want to do because
you can do whatever you want to do.
different reasons.
Yeah.
I don't have the money to do it, or I have this job that takes up all my time. And those things are true, and I'm not saying that you need to quit your job, but I love having people like you on the show to prove to people that you don't have to have anything to make a dream come true except for the drive to make it happen.
You have to have the drive, you have to have the creativity, and you have to have and be resourceful. And being resourceful is not always sitting in a classroom. If Barnes & Noble's taught me way more than I learned in college, to be very honest with you. Because a lot of times I would go to Barnes & Noble's in Union Square, New York City, and I would go and I would get books on branding, marketing, fashion, actors, like different things, because I need to learn like real life stuff. And then life teaches you really what you really need to know.
That's true, because school doesn't always teach you everything, and you have to take it into your own hands. And I think people don't think that. You don't even have to buy the books at Barnes & Noble's. You could just sit there and read it there.
I wouldn't buy them. I would go there and I would read them because I didn't have the money.
Exactly.
So I would go there and I would spend hours in Barnes & Noble. True story.
That's amazing.
I would be in Barnes & Noble in Union Square. If any be employed, is it even still there? I don't know.
I don't know.
But I would literally go there. And I would spend hours there. That was like my getaway, was Barnes & Noble's in Union Square, swear to God.
I love that though, because you could read books, you can go to Google. You don't have to wait for someone to give you an opportunity. You don't have to wait till you know everything. You just got to get started. So on your journey to creating this business, were there any hardships along the way?
There's always hardships, because when you're an entrepreneur, when you're doing anything that is not traditional in any aspect, period, no matter what industry you're in, there's always going to be hardships, because you're going to get a lot of no's before you get a yes. You're always going to get a lot of people that are negative, because unfortunately the way society is people they want to put their energy on you. So it's like, this didn't work out for me, so this isn't going to work out for you. And it's like, that's your story, that's your narrative, that's never going to be my narrative. You know what I'm saying? I've always grew up, I didn't come from money or anything like that. I always grew up with, I don't want that, and I'm going to create what I want for myself. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want that. And that may sometimes come across as, I don't know, negative, but it's really not. It's just you saying exactly the type of person that you want to be in life,
You're knowing what you want. It would be a joke with my boyfriend. He'd always be like, you always have to have things be a certain way or this or that. And I'm like, no, I just know what I want for myself. I have a vision. And it's not necessarily being mean. I think that's a misconception that people have, that honoring yourself and being clear of your boundaries of who you want to be and who you want to surround yourself with isn't a selfish thing. It's what you should be doing. It's okay to create
because
that.
when you have that conviction within yourself, you're able to translate that to other people and hopefully inspire them to have that same conviction.
Exactly.
Because if everybody's just settling, then everybody's just mediocre.
And no one's happy.
No one's happy. We can't do that.
Yeah, you got to be yourself. You got to know who wants that.
Can't do that.
We need the Odains of the world. So something that really struck me that you said is people want to project things onto you.
True.
And I've noticed that a lot. Can you give any examples of something that someone maybe said to you and how you deciphered that was them?
This isn't going to work out for you, period. Like, sometimes people are nice and some people are very direct. This is not going to happen for you. And it will happen for me. And for me, it's like, I have my moment, like a millisecond. I don't even give it a full second, where it's like, okay, I absorb it, but then I'm like, wait a minute. I know who I am, and I know I've been through so much, and by the grace of God, I'm still standing and I'm still around. You get what I'm saying? So all the time, you go into meetings, you pitch ideas, or you try to do, I always pitch stuff to different brands to do collaborations, etc. And sometimes they politely say no, and sometimes they say maybe not the nicest things. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it happens. But you got to have very thick skin, and you got to, once again, you have to have conviction within yourself. You have to know, like, your worth, your brand's worth, what you do, the type of work that you do. That's what it is.
Is there any like mantras or thing you say to yourself after these meetings where someone says, no, it's not going to work, or something negative? What are you telling yourself after that to keep going?
That I'm amazing, because I know that I am, and I look fantastic.
I love that. Everyone should do that, because a lot of people sit and they sulk, and they shouldn't.
For real.
Like, you are
I have
fantastic.
my moments where I'm like, I'm not Odain today, but then I'm like, come on. You're Odain.
And it's okay. I mean, it's okay to sit. We all get sad. We all don't believe in ourselves sometimes. It's perfectly normal. That's what the show's about. But it's about picking yourself back up.
Of course, you have to.
And you keep going because you know how successful you are. You know what you have to give to the world.
Exactly.
And people who don't know you just don't know it yet. And people are busy. They're busy in their day doing whatever. A lot of people say they're going to do a dream or do something, and a lot of people don't come through. And I think that's why people
You have to be, my best advice to anybody, you have to be your best cheerleader, period. You have to be your #1 supporter, finance, this, spiritual, whatever, of everything through God, but you have to be your best cheerleader. You have to look in the mirror and you're like, I'm me, this is who I am. You always gotta be your best supporter. You can't look to the right or to the left, you gotta look forward. Even if you are in a great relationship, that's great. You can't look to a significant other. You have to look to yourself. That's it.
It really is.
You have to do stuff from you. So you support you. You get up on that stage and you thank you. Thank me for being me. Like what Snoop Dogg said when he got his star on the Walk of Fame, he said, I'm thankful for me. No, really.
I love that.
And I was like, that's great. Because that's the way I think. Like, you have to be your best cheerleader. You have to cheer yourself on, because a lot of people are not going to do it. So you have to do it for yourself. And you can't depend on them to do it.
It's very true, because when you seek that from other people.
Then you're seeking validation from other people. It's like, no, you have to validate yourself. You have to walk in that room and be like, this is me, this is the value that I have, period, Yeah,
you're either going to work with me or you're going to watch me do it. Either way, I'm going to be there eventually. So
Absolutely.
It's very true, and I love that mindset. And I think people don't realize that's what it takes, because so many people hear you need to love yourself first. And some people might sit there being like, well, I do love myself. What's the difference? But there comes a point in your life where you really do see what that difference is. And I don't know if you've been there, but I was there. Like, I always have loved myself, but I was always seeking validation from other people. I didn't realize that I was the extent I was until
that's what, once again, it goes back to what people try to project on you. Because that's what people try to project on us as humans. Like, you have to have validation from other people, from other sources. It's like, no, I like speaking, I like being around people, but believe it or not, I'm very a loner. I like being by myself. I really do. I love being alone because I feel like
You don't have to deal with other
I
people.
don't
You
have
can
to
do it
deal
your
with
own
other people.
way.
I love it. Sometimes it stresses me out just walking down the street.
Me
For
too.
real. Because it's like, it's too many people. It's too much energy. And I'm not into like religion, to be honest with you, but I take from different religions. And I'm not like too versed on Scientology, but I've heard like, they're like alien energy. They don't look at people in the eye because of alien energy. That's one thing I do kind of agree with them is energy from other people. Because sometimes I don't want to be around people because I don't want your energy.
It's so true though. I'm all about energies.
So serious.
Everybody has their energy.
Yeah.
And everyone feels this. I mean, it's science. It's not even spiritual. We all have magnetic fields. We are picking up on those things.
Yeah.
And it affects you. We've all been in that room where everybody's happy and then you're happy. All of a sudden you walk in a room, everyone's negative, and you're like, oh no, I gotta leave.
Because they want to project their things on you because they have things going on in their life. And we all got to share as humans. We all got to inspire and uplift people. Absolutely. But it's also kind of like, you know, if you're having a bad day, I get it. Let's talk about it. But don't try to make me have a bad day.
Exactly. And that's something you have to learn to decipher because sometimes you don't realize someone is projecting their insecurities to me. Like I've had people tell me, my dream's always been to be a motivational host like this. And they would say, oh, well, there's people younger. They're picking people younger and blah, blah, blah. And I was thinking, that thought never crossed my mind. I mean, like, look at Barbara Walters, look at Oprah. There's only one of them. And it was their projection.
And it's something exactly. And that's their reality of what they're seeing. But that's not your perspective.
Yeah.
Like things that have been put on me, that's not my perspective on life. The way that I live my life is the way that I see it. You know what I mean?
And you have to stay true to yours. You can't let someone take you off that path. And I believe that these things happen in our path to help us be stronger.
Yeah.
So that way, when more people try to come to beat you down, you are a stronger standing person. So that when the opportunity finally does come for you, you're able to take on everything it needs. And you realize it once you get there.
Yes, absolutely.
So I think that's a perfect segue to where you are now, because we've talked about you
and it's all a learning process. Don't get me wrong. I have my like brink of extinction moments, but then I'm like, I can't go to that ledge.
Yeah, you can't let yourself down. You think about you can't sleep at night because you're like, I'm letting this dream go. I got to keep going. But those sad moments they're meant to be there. It's important to grow and think. But now we're where you are now, and you're getting into Macy's. You have your own store.
So my collection, I'm doing a collection. I'm not saying specifically for Macy's, but I'm doing a collection with Macy's in mind, and I am going to be in Macy's, thank God. And it's called Truth or Dare, but it's not in the traditional sense of like truth or dare. It's kind of like living in your truth and daring to do it. So it's going to have a big Asian influence because in Asian culture you have the yin and yang. Because I'm in a point in my life where I want balance. So it's like I've been through some stuff. We had Danger Zone collection. It was a lot going on.
During that time, you're like, danger, that's going to be in my clothes.
So now it's like zen, balance, but we're still giving you fashion. We're still giving you the dopest clothes ever in life. But it's more zen. I have a lot of Asian influence in this collection. And I hope everybody's gonna like it.
I think everyone's gonna like it. I think what the best part and the secret sauce to something being successful is the intention behind it.
Yeah.
And people don't realize this intention you have behind the truth or dare, living in your truth, being daring. People don't realize that's the intention you put behind that. It's like a subliminal message. And I've even noticed it in music. If you look at like LMFAO, they have their song where they're like, LMFAO hits platinum. Yay, like they're every word. Or Ariana Grande, I want it, I got it. It's all an affirmation in what they're doing. So not only are you like doing art of what you're going through in your life, but you're actually putting into the universe a positive message to manifest that for you in a physical way, which makes it even stronger.
Because I really, in all the clothes, I really, honestly, I swear, everything I've made, I always want people to feel a certain type of way. I want them to put on the jacket or whatever and feel a certain type of way. And I think that it does that feeling, because you can get clothes from anywhere. So another distinctive point that I try to make with the brand is, why are you going to go to my brand? You're going to my brand because you want to feel a certain type of way. It's more than the garment. It's about a feeling, And
that's the
so
secret.
I try to do that in everything. Like when I'm thinking, when I'm coming up with the concept, because I already had the concept of truth or dare, but I was like, okay, how you take a concept, even when I had danger zone, I was like, okay, danger zone, I had all this chaos around me. I was kind of like low-key dazed. It was a
Low-key
hot
what?
mess. It was a mess. Okay.
But you made beauty out of a mess.
Yeah, of course. But there we go, creating your reality.
Taking
And
what you
sometimes
have.
your reality is chaotic, and that's okay. But what you do is you kind of take that chaos and you pivot it to something that's going to benefit yourself. You know, you take that and you make it a learning experience, and you say, okay, this is what's happening because it's happening. This is real life.
It's going to be here either way,
it's here.
so I might as well use it.
Yeah, so now you use it to benefit yourself, you know? So with Truth or Dare, I was like, okay, I already had the concept. How am I going to translate that to clothes? How am I going to translate that to something that is wearable, that people are going to understand it? Because I never do something that is like, oh, like Truth or Dare, okay, like something very like surface. I want you to really think and be like, how, like, what is Truth or Dare? How do you get that? So I really had to like walk around, think, have conversations with God, pray on it. And then I had a eureka moment. I was like, that's it, you know? And then once again, balance. It's all about the yin and yang, finding that balance, finding that middle ground, you know? Because that's where I'm at. That's where I'm leading to. I'm still a hot mess.
You're still
I will probably always be a hot mess, but I'm leading to more of a balance.
Yeah, and you're putting that, what you want to be. It's like what you put in the world.
And then I'll be wearing it.
Yeah, and you'll be wearing the balance. And I love that. And I love the fact that you took the negative energy, because negative energy is so powerful. We all know how it can literally take you over. So, you know, Einstein says energy can't be created or destroyed. It can only be converted.
Exactly.
So it's like, okay, I'm a hot mess. Let's convert this. Let's turn it into something. You turn it into this beautiful jacket. Now you're in Macy's. You've taken it to the next level. And it's just, I think it's such a beautiful message to share to people, and that you're doing it in such an artistic way. People don't think to do that. And you're proof. You can create your reality.
And it's also relatable because we all go through stuff. So also it's like behind everything, it's like the people who hopefully will be buying the clothes will understand like this is what the brand represents, this is the brand, because we all go through things, you know what I'm saying? And once again, it's more than the clothes, it's about the messaging and everything behind it, you know? Because every collection, I don't just say, okay, I'm just gonna put out a jacket or just because. No, like there's themes, like what's going on, like what's happening in life. Because we all gotta tell our stories, because there's somebody that's going through something that may be able to relate to me, to you, to everybody, you know?
And you never know.
Yeah, you never know with somebody, because a lot of times I'd be smiling and I'd be pissed off at the same time.
Exactly. You don't know. You don't know what someone is dealing with today. You don't know what me and you are dealing with today in our personal lives, or anybody who's in the room while we're filming right now. So it's so important to be as positive as you can, because you've had those days, and there's messages, and there's something that's special about clothing. Is one time I was wearing a shirt that said, "You got this." I didn't even remember. I went for a walk because I was having a bad day. I just put on a random sweater. Someone came up to me and asked me for a hug. And they were like, I needed that. Can I hug you?
See?
And I needed a hug that day. And I'm getting chills thinking about it. And I was like, wow, like the messages you're sending every day that you don't even know. I mean, that was one case of person who talked to me, you know, and people are seeing your clothes and you don't even know, and they're wearing this message that you're sending.
Yeah. And clothes are powerful because it's your outer shell, and people judge you by your clothes. Sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes that's a bad thing, but it's your outer shell, and it's one way that you as an individual can communicate to others and to the world how you feel.
Exactly.
You know?
So we only have like a minute left. Is there anything else you wanted to add about creating your own reality?
Do what you want, have fun, don't listen to people. If you listen to anybody, listen to your inner self and be your best supporter. To be honest with you, that's it. You have to be your best cheerleader. Support you, get up on that stage, thank you, me, God. I want to thank me, I want to thank God, I want to thank me again, and then I want to thank me more.
I can't wait to see your all your acceptance speeches for your awards. It's going to be like Cardi B.
It may sound selfish, but no, you have to be your best cheerleader. People will be in every ear, both ears, saying this and that. No, you have to be your best cheerleader. You got to feel it from inside, and you got to pray. Work hard, but pray harder.
Exactly. Yes. Well, thank you so much for being here. Can you tell everybody where they can find you, when your clothes are going to be in Macy's?
You can find me at Odaingerous, ODAINGEROUS.com. And I'm going to be in Macy's February 2020. Select Macy's. I'm starting in Vegas. I'll be at the Fashion Show Mall at the Macy's on the Vegas Strip 2020. Truth or Dare.
Amazing. I can't wait to check it out. And thank you guys so much for watching this week's Dose of Bliss. You can binge every episode on EverTalk TV and the EverTalk TV app. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe. We post this every Thursday. Leave a comment below what you learned from this video today. And we'll see you next time for your daily
Be nice.
Dose of Bliss.
Don't write no bad comments about me.
It will be positive. We're all positive in the Dose of Bliss world. See you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.